Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be another random read for another random sign. We're going to know at the end when I pull the jar. Pretty much that's it. What's up with all my people, my likers, my subscribers, commenters, sharers, you know, people who be donating, people who book those personal readings. Hey man, what's up with y'all? I ain't gonna do too much talking. Just, I'm on break right now. I got like an hour break at work. Well, it's a little bit longer than that. But anyway, I go back in like another hour. Okay, so we got energy is gaining momentum. So it's something that you're working at, something that you're going towards, or the way that you're feeling. That's more so what I'm getting. The way that you're feeling is gaining momentum. So you might be getting strong or gaining a resolve in something. That's the energy I'm getting. Nope, we ain't gonna start there. We're gonna start with my favorites. Favorite deck. This was my very first deck I got when I first started. I wasn't even sure what to do with them. Things went bad that day when I got these. My very first day. So I was like, I don't know if I should do tarot. You know, I grew up in a Christian home. So, you know, when I found the cards, I was like, oh no, my day went bad. This can't be meant for me. Something's got to be going on. But once I started putting out the messages, I was like, nah, I'm right where I need to be. Okay, so you're getting started over. This could be Scorpio or Cancer that you might be dealing with. Some type of cycle. So you need to have to make a decision. So there's a decision that was made, and it might not have been at your own accord. You might have not made the decision. That's the energy I'm getting. Or someone else needed to make it, and there was just a delay at it. All right. But basically what I'm getting is you moving forward. You know, even after this ending. This was an ending that was pretty painful. Took a little while for you to get over. This has to do with marriage. You know, possibly a relationship. And it doesn't have to always be like an intimate relationship. It could just be a partnership where you guys came together in an agreement. So it could be a business partnership. It could just be guys being close friends and you guys have been together for a while, made some type of pact, some type of agreement. But basically you're needing to let go of that burden. I'm feeling like if it was like, it's some type of marriage and you're needing to let go of that burden, okay? I got Sagittarius energy, I got Taurus energy, I got Cancer energy, I got Scorpio energy, I also got Libra energy, and I got Leo energy. All right, so these could be some of the players that's in the game. If not, you know, this could be you. We won't know until the end. But I'm also getting Gemini and Virgo energy as well. I missed that. So there's this energy of wanting to restart this all over again, wanting to create, either wanting to start this over again or wanting to create something new. Yeah, you need to put the burdens down on the situation. Having to do with this relationship or having to do with, all right, well, I got a couple stories. So we're going to go with it being a relationship for the moment. If it's a relationship and it's a marriage, you need to let go of the burdens. You need to put this down. It's too heavy. It's bothersome. It's worrisome. All right. You're really wanting to create something new or get a restart. Right. And that's really where the burden is. You want a brand new start. You want a brand new beginning, or you're just wanting this, like you're tired of the way it's been going. You're not feeling persistent enough to keep going. And it's just getting tiresome. So your advice here is letting you know, like, emotions are running high. It's best at this point to put down the burdens, to let go of like the worries about this situation. There's not much you can do about it. You know, in the near future though, like, you know, between now and the next 3 weeks, there's going to be an energy of you being able to move forward and possibly create a new beginning somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like kind of like see through this disillusionment. Because what I'm getting is like, it's kind of like the rose-colored glasses came off. And now maybe you're starting to realize this. You know, I don't see too many cards of like realizing, but I get like this energy of you kind of like, what's coming next? Because you have the 3 of Wands up here in your conscious mind. So you're more so kind of considering like what's coming next or what's for you, what's best in your best interest. And that's why it's part of your best interest to let go of the burdens of this situation, to kind of just put it down. Don't carry on these worries. These aren't your problems. Or even if they are, they're not going to do you any good to try to carry them for the, you know, as long as you've been carrying them. You may need to sort through them and see which things are more important. You know, but right now it's like you have your emotions are too attached to the outcome or too attached to these burdens. So that's probably why you're still holding on to them and carrying them. And it has to do with the marriage, or it has to do with a relationship, some type of partnership, right? But let's say that it's not a relationship and it's work, right? This is basically having an ending of like, you know, work. You've been there for a long time. You might have been seeing the signs that they were going to let you go, or that it was about time for you to go. So now you're focusing on actually moving forward and doing something different. It's just taking a lot of strength out of you to actually do it. It's taking a lot of willpower for you to actually move forward with it. You know, but you're really kind of like considering what other opportunities do I have? What other options are out there for me? You know, kind of like surveying the land to figure out what's your next best step. You know, and the advice is still letting you know at the same time, you know, that you may need to let down the burden of it. It may be a little bit too much. The job itself may be giving you more flack than what it's worth. Or it might just be kind of like you dealing with a tyrant, someone who's always on your back, you know, always like micromanaging you. He's always checking you, or she's always checking you, you know, and this is kind of having you in your bag or in your feelings right now. And it's just letting you know, like, hey, you know, in a second, you're going to be able to create this and get yourself out of this illusion or out of this situation that you really don't want to be in. It's the energy of you not wanting to commit to it, you know, wherever it is that you're at. You have this energy of not wanting to commit. You know what I mean? It's like, and you're kind of seeing through this facade of what was really being painted to you. So what you're hoping for basically is just to, you want to be more abundant. You want to be more comfortable. You want to be financially free. That's the energy I'm getting. And if it's not having to do with work, if it's a relationship, then you would still want to be like in your best form to be able to pick up the best partner. All right. I'm getting like you want to be basically more assured of yourself, more self-assured of yourself, maybe having more to offer and being independent, like confidently independent. That's the energy I'm getting. And it's letting you know that you basically have this inner strength in you, right? Your likely outcome will be the strength in reverse, which is just meaning that you have the inner strength to actually make this happen. You're just not exercising the powers that you have at this time. You're doing more self-defeating habits, more self-defeating talk, you know. So after you let this go, you may feel like you did the wrong thing by putting these burdens down. And so you may criticize yourself for a little bit. Let's see what advice we get for that too. But you may criticize yourself a little bit for putting this down, for not seeing it all the way through. And you're going to be, okay, so you're going to be stepping outside your comfort zone. That's what it is. And that's why you're not going to be feeling so strong or so proud or so charismatic about it. Could be dealing with a Leo, but it's just you, or you could be a Leo, but it's just you basically getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that you're not really used to. This is where the most growth is. And because it's not something that you're comfortable with, because you're probably used to carrying burdens or other people's burdens or other people's worries in this relationship or in this partnership, and because you're not used to this, you're going to be basically kind of like criticizing yourself, talking negative about yourself, negative self-talk, doubting yourself, doubting that you made the right move, you know, and it's really because this is attached to your emotional well-being. All right, but you really want to be independent and comfortable by yourself. So there's no need to even worry about this at the moment. So what you're working on is your heart chakra, your empowerment. Okay, so your solar plexus, your root chakra, and your sacral chakra, actually. So your creativity. So basically it's like your power, your inner power, your groundedness, and your creativity or your sexual energy, your desires to go after things that you want. Your energy is that's your sacral power. Your desires to go after what you want. It's like that energy. It's like your motor that gets you going in the direction to wherever you want. You know, you have to first get a desire, and then you start creating a plan about how do you want to go forward. So you got your heart chakra here, and it's right in the middle. And it's basically just letting me know that you're basically, you're working to attract some type of abundance. You know what I mean? It's like you're finding like your own power and basically like making your own decision, making your own move. You know what I mean? Like doing it in boss status. You may be a bit unsure, but the advice is giving you is like, this is a chance to increase your personal power, your personal, because you have the magician as well, which matches the same colors. If you look, you know, the yellow. I mean, it's off a little bit, but you know, it's a yellow. The yellow is representing the solar plexus. So you're basically just dealing with that. And you got yellow right here with the Chariot card as well. That's the energy of, you know, moving forward, getting things done, you know. Where was I at? So, boom. All right. But what we got here is good fortune, divination. So this is also working with your spiritual practices. So you could be having, you know, okay, because that also changes this too. So you could be dealing with someone from church, right? And maybe the beliefs, the actual belief system that you're having, either of the system that you're in, you know, because you could be someone who wears like a suit, a uniform, because I'm seeing everybody in uniform. So you could be someone who wears some type of uniform or dealing with someone who wears a uniform. And basically I'm looking at, it's like they're pushing forward. You're hoping for an ending, you know what I mean? It's like an ending that's just happened and you're wanting to move forward. You might have missed the signs and you might feel like it wasn't fair. Like someone made a misjudgment or you made a misjudgment, you know what I mean? But it's just the energy of all this gaining momentum of like maybe it's become too heavy, you know, like, and it's an energy of like, maybe this is already gone. You know what I mean? Like I should probably start looking past where I already am. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. But but you're still just connected to this situation through your emotions and actually carrying the burdens of it. You know, but there's going to be an energy of you having like this disillusionment where you're kind of like waking up, you know what I mean? The illusion is kind of like being seen through, and it's because you're going to be taking the reins, like taking control of your life, and basically like choosing to be more comfortable within yourself, or choosing to be more comfortable alone. You know what I mean? Now, you may criticize yourself in the end because, like I said, you're attached to this emotionally. So if it's not necessarily like alone from a relationship, you may be going into like entrepreneurship, where you actually try to create a way where you can run a business or run some type of hobby or run some type of venture where you're not having to carry the burdens for other people, where you're not having to focus on what other people have going on. But anyway, the feeling of it is what I'm getting, is more so gaining momentum. This feeling of wanting to step outside your comfort zone, even though you're kind of worried if you're doing the right thing. And your advice is definitely drop the burdens of this situation if you're pushing through. Like, let go of this feeling of either needing to know or this feeling of needing to be right. That's what I'm getting. It's like you don't have to be right. All right, so let's read your advice that we got as well. This is an uplifting moment. Currently, you may be feeling like you're powerless, and you may be feeling like there isn't enough, or that you're quite drained, right? So the advice I have is you should be excited to see what the future has. The future is bright. Enjoy knowing that optimism fuels your amazing tomorrow, all right? So your optimism today fuels your amazing tomorrow. Keep that in mind. And then you have, feel the joy you would have once you've reached your goals, here and now. So whatever goals you're looking to achieve, feel what it would feel like achieving them right now. Kind of like act as if you've already accomplished them. Because the strength in reverse is just basically meaning that you have the strength to go through what you have. You're just doubting your powers. You're doubting what you really have. You're doubting your actual, your will. That's what you're doubting your will, and you might be criticizing yourself a little harshly. And it's just letting you know, like, hey, imagine what it feels like to already have that goal that you have in mind achieved already. And then act as if. You know what I mean? This is where you're going to find your personal power. It's part of being creative as well. You're creating a scenario in your mind of the person that you would like to see yourself, or the way that you would like to see the situation, and then acting as if it's already happened. You get it? And so that's where you're going to be finding personal power at within that. And so your last advice with that is saying you are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you are protected. So you're just basically in a stage of repair of time right now where you're just seeing what doesn't work for you when what does work for you. So what feels good for you, as opposed to what you think is good for you. It's more about what feels good for you. And that's why I was telling you, emotions are running high. So you're emotionally connected to the situation. And that's probably why you're so persistent in actually carrying the weight or the worries of this situation. That's why you're still worrying about the situation. But there's going to be some time soon where you're going to be able to get rid of all this. You're going to be able to get rid of that, and find your own power, find your own voice. And it's going to be coming through. It's going to be like, I want to say like some type of mental clarity that comes in, or it could be a conversation in passing that you may get. Could be with a Libra, or could be with a Cancer. Someone who you have, or a Scorpio. Someone you have a conversation with is basically going to kind of like give you some type of clarity. If it's not a conversation, it'd be you having a sudden realization, you know, like maybe realizing like this is the end and I can create something from this ending. You know what I mean? So last piece of advice, one card, please. But you'll be stepping out of your comfort zone, and you may feel a little uncomfortable for sure, because outside your comfort zone, but you're hoping to be comfortable. So the only way to learn how to be comfortable is getting used to being uncomfortable. Then whenever there's new situations that you're not used to, you're comfortable trying new things. You're comfortable being in new waters. You're comfortable being in new groups of people, because in general, you're comfortable with you. All right. So this is your advice. Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound. So, wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open mind and open heart. Believe, because all is possible. And then you have, under the bottom of the deck, surrender. So it says, remain positive about the future of our planet. for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. All right, so let's figure out who this reading was for. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. That was a great reading. So, thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the 3rd house.